KJ's Embroidery is the place that can make your embroidery dreams a reality. If you're looking for embroidery work for business hats, shirts, or patches embroidered with your business logo, owner Randy Ellis can get you lined up. From a handful of items to bulk items, KJ's Embroidery is the one to call. Check them out on Facebook to stay up to date with all of their current work. If you would like to reach out to KJ's Embroidery for embroidery work done, you can send an email to kjsembroidery@gmail.com, or you can call them at 830-263-2447.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart, is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product. L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. One free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings, up until noontime. Go Eagles!
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch, we can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and Bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to pod number 2 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic Varsity Boys Basketball Tournament. This game will be between the Karnes City Badgers, who will be the visiting team. I'm sorry, the home team. Sorry about that. I already got something wrong. Didn't take me long. And then and the Prairie Indians will be the visiting team. Badgers wearing their white uniform with orange numerals. And I do have their names. Actually, the coach put first and last names in their book, so I'll be able to give you both on theirs. And ball goes out of bounds. That was Garza for Prairie Lee. They had a game already. Lost the game number 1 of the Luling Holiday Classic to the Bloomington Bobcats. We got an injury. Harkey for Prairie Lee got up slowly. Back to action here. Again, the Badgers in their white with orange numerals, and they have Badger in script across their chest. Script orange lettering. As we got a rebound and a foul. And the Prairie Lee Indians wearing their travel black jerseys, gold numerals. Prairie Lee and script lettering across their gold script lettering across their chest, and got white trim on their uniforms. Karnes City has black on theirs. So there goes again your not so world famous Craigway impersonation. What the teams are wearing, and there's a miss by Garza, rebounded by 3 for the Karnes City Badgers. No score here. No, still no score as a three-pointer's missed. 21 with it for Karnes City. Shoots a 3. That's off the rim and no good. Rebounded by 12. That's off the rim and rebounded by Harkey for Prairie Lee. And Ramirez with it for Prairie Lee now. Gets it over to Garza. Garza drives in, lays it up, and misses. Ball out of bounds. Actually, at 6:28, somehow the clock got a little ahead of me there. Left in and still no score here. Ball inbounded to Harkey. Harkey shoots it and misses everything. Rebounded by Karnes City, and that goes out of bounds. And the ball be turned over to Prairie Lee. That was Kenspa. I hope I'm saying his name right. I was just going off what I could read in the book. So Ramirez. I think he stepped on the line, did Ramirez? He did. It'll be a turnover. And this is Nixon Thompson inbounding the ball for Savion Nixon Thompson inbounding the ball for Karnes City. Over to number 3, which is Beaver, J.J. Beaver. Oh, he loses it right here in front of us, and it was able to throw it off of Ramirez right here in front of us. Ball inbounded by Beaver, J.J. Beaver, that is. Inside, made it back outside. That was Nixon Thompson that got the pass, and he has it now, and he shoots it, and that's the first 2 points of the game for either side. Coming the other way is Garza for Prairie Lee. And he drives in, shoots it, and he scores. First bucket for the Indians in this game number 3 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. 21 with it. He has it now and shoots a short jumper, no good. Rebounded by 12. And then Nixon Thompson comes up rebound. He gets fouled. 21 is Troy Curry, C-U-R-R-I-E. 12, Hunter Mays, M-A-Y-E-S on his last name. And this is Nixon Thompson against, that's Savion. It's S-A-V-I-O-N, first name, Nixon Thompson. First free throw is up and it's good. We're at 5:09 officially here left in the first period. And that's good as well. Garza coming the other way for Prairie Lee. Over to Ramirez. Inside the 20, and he loses it. I believe 20 is Garcia for Prairie Lee. Three, and that's a three-pointer by number 3 for Karnes City. Again, that's Beaver, J.J. Beaver. Makes the score 7-2. Garza with it. Gets it over to Garcia, but he loses it. It's going to be a jump ball. So it looks like jump ball is going to go to Prairie Lee. So we'll give Karnes City the possession. That's usually when I turn it on, is when the first team needs it. So next possession will be the Karnes City. So at 4:12 officially left here in the first period. And the Karnes City did score a bucket there, so it's an and one. They miss on that. Harkey has it and got it to Kanspa and then over to Garza. Knocked away. You're going to have a whistle. Speaking of Newsboy, I see another one of our colleagues, because I write for the Newsboy too. Those of y'all that maybe didn't know that. Nicole Smith has just made it in, taking pictures. Got a whistle. We're going to get a timeout. I didn't see who it was. See who the timeout was called by. Looks like it was called by Karnes City. So it'll be their first time out of this afternoon's contest. So takes them down to 4. Of course, just a reminder, they all get 5 timeouts, both teams. And just a matter of how they want to use them. 3 of the 60-second variety, 2 of the 30-second variety. That one there was a 30. I saw where the official said that was going to be a 30-second timeout. See, Yokum Bulldogs just arrived here to Eagle High School gym. They'll be in the next game versus the Bloomington Bobcats. Ought to be pretty good after Bloomington had a sizable win. I believe it was 86-53 was the final on that one. And the game we just finished with was 59-53. And that was Flatonia defeating Hondo. And there's a jumper, no good. Rebounded by Karnes City. Ball be turned over to the Indians of Prairie Lee. Ball inbounded. My clock's just a tad bit behind, so I'll let it catch up here in a minute. There's knocked away. Nixon Thompson comes up with it. Actually, that was Beaver, I'm sorry. And Nixon Thompson has it now. He's 0. Beaver's 3, and there's a whistle. Good time to let the clock catch back up. There it is at 3:14 officially left here in the first period. Again, 9-2 are an early going here. Karnes City ahead of Prairie Lee. Nixon Thompson for a 3, no good. And rebounded by 21, and there's a whistle. 21, Curry. Again, Currie on that last name. Ball inbounded. They're swinging it around. The Badgers. Nixon Thompson with a 3. It's no good. And over to Garza. Garza with a layup and miss off the backboard, no good, and the rim as well. Nixon Thompson comes away with it for the Badgers. And knocked away. Ball goes out of bounds. I believe it's going to be given to the Indians on the turnover. And if you happen to be in the area, Luling area, and want to come check out some good basketball, come on over. We'd love to have you. Of course, I'd love it if you watch us too, but we have you here in person. That's good as well. So layup missed by 15. That was Renee Martinez for Karnes City. Missed on that layup. And Garza has it, gets it over to Ramirez. And a three-pointer on the way is no good. Hits the backboard, but nothing else. And one with it for the Badgers. Gets it up to 13, and he lays it up, and it's no good. 25 comes up with a rebound. That's no good. And then another rebound, and that was good. 25 is Hesseltine for Karnes City. It's Hesseltine. Robert Hesseltine. He's the one at the line right now, going to shoot free throws. And then 13 is Micah Fuentes, F-U-E-N-T-E-S. I'm sorry. It's Fuentes, not Franks. Free throw is up and no good by Hesseltine. And then, of course, Martinez. I mentioned him. Renee Martinez is 15. Got some substitutes for Karnes City. Got also Jaden Elizondo, E-L-I-Z-O-N-D-O on the last name for that young man. Free throw is no good. Rebounded by 15 Martinez, and he misses. And then Hesseltine gets it back, and he misses. And then there's a whistle. We have number 2 in the game as well for Karnes City, Dylan Mata, M-A-T-A on that last name. Ball inbounded. Garza with it. Over to Ramirez. Back to Garza. Over to Kenspa. Over to Garza, who shoots a 3, and that's good. Brings the Prairie Indians to within 4, 9-5. 13 with it, and I think he lost it off his knee, and no, but actually it must have been knocked out of bounds because they're going to leave the ball with Karnes City. That was Elizondo, number 5, bringing it up the floor. Ball being bounded by Martinez, 15. Gets it over to Elizondo. Inside to number 12, who shoots a jumper. It's no good. That was Hunter Mays, M-A-Y-E-S on that last name. And then ends up in the hands of Ramirez for Prairie. Over to Garza, over to Kenspa. Kenspa misses on a short jumper. .15 with it. That's Martinez. Gets it over to Elizondo. Back to Martinez. Layup is good for Renee Martinez for the Karnes City Badgers. 11 with it. That's Garza over to Ramirez. Back to Garza. Garza shoots a 3 off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound, fought for. And Ramirez came away with it. We're at actually 36 seconds, 36.1 officially left here in the first period. And Karnes City ahead by 6 points, 11-5. But Ramirez will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First one on the way is up and good. One more for Ramirez. Miss and rebounded by 12. That was Mays, M-A-Y-E-S again on that last name. And there's a block as Martinez tried to shoot it, and Mays got it back. He misses again. Rebound by Ramirez for for Prairie Lee, and it goes out of bounds off of him. So it's going to be a turnover right there in front of the aforementioned Nicole Smith. Ball inbounded. Knocked away by 20. I believe that's Garcia. Garza is number 11. 20 is Garza. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I said it wrong again. 20 is Garcia, and 11 is Garza. Knocked away by Ramirez on a steal. And there's a whistle and an and one for Ramirez for Prairie Lee. I'll double check on that, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Garza and Garcia. Yes, Garza number 11, Garcia number 20. Correct. So Ramirez goes to the line at 8.3 left and miss on the free throw. In the final seconds here of the first period. Let's see if the Badgers get a shot off. They did, but it missed. So that is the end of the first period here at Eagle High School Gym, game number 3 of the Luling Holiday Classic. Your score is going to be the Karnes City Badgers 11 and the Prairie Lee Indians 8. The Prairie Lee did play earlier. They lost the game, so they're 0-1. This is the first game for Karnes City in this tournament. So stay tuned here on the Luling Sports Broadcast. Let's see. We'll go ahead and run a commercial for let's go with Uncle Wiggly's Wieners again, our title sponsor. So stay tuned here on the Luling Eagle Sports Broadcast.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and Bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
And we're back here for the second period action. Game number 3 of the Luling Holiday Classic. Prairie Lee trails by 3, 11-8. Go ahead and get the possession arrow switched back over to Prairie Lee because it should go to them once the ball's inbounded. Thanks to all of y'all for joining us. If you are out there with us today, I'm not sure what viewership is. I'm flying solo right now. I'm assuming that Brad will be here this afternoon, so once he gets here, we'll be a little bit better job of we can get you like some shout outs and comments and that kind of thing. So Prairie Lee will inbound the ball to start the second period. And actually looks like the possession arrow is going to go back to Karnes City. I must have missed one somewhere. We'll get it right here. Got it correct now. So Nixon Thompson with a runner that's good. Makes the score 13-8. And Garza has it for Prairie Lee. Gets it over to Ramirez. Back to Garza. Garza with it. Over to Ramirez. Ramirez guarded out there by the Badgers. He finds his way through and scores. Ramirez for the Prairie Lee Indians. And Beaver has it now for Karnes City. Gets it over to 1 and then over to 0. Nixon Thompson inside to Hesseltine, and that's good for Hesseltine. Robert Hesseltine. His first name is Robert. Knocked away, but Garza gets it back, and there's a whistle. Again, I did the double starting the clock, so I fixed it back. The 6:56 officially left here in the second period. And Karnes City leads 15-12. Ball inbounded, stolen by Nixon Thompson for Karnes City. Over to Beaver. Beaver and shoots a layup and scores. Garza has it for Prairie Lee. Knocked away, and the Badgers come up with it. Nixon Thompson has it, and then he loses it. He gets it back. Going to have a whistle. And I believe we're going to get a foul, or did we get we got a violation of some sort here. And we actually got a foul, but it was an offensive foul is what it was. So Ramirez will inbound the ball to Garza for Prairie Lee. Knocked away by Karnes City, and Garza comes back up with it, and it's going to be a foul. So Garza will go to the line for Prairie Lee. Shoot 2 free throws. Prairie Lee down 5. And now down 4 after the ball finds pretty much every part of the rim it can. Substitute for Karnes City coming in. Free throw was good there as well by Garza. Ball inbounded. Whistle. Ball goes out of bounds. At 6:07 left here in the second period. Nixon Thompson will inbound. And gets it and scores on a short jumper. Ball inbounded. Down under 6 minutes now here in the second period. Knocked away. And Nixon Thompson is going to score and get fouled. So it makes the score 21-14. At 5:48 left here in the second period. Nixon Thompson to the line. Shoots a free throw, and it's off. Rebounded by Kanspa for Prairie Lee. And over to Ramirez, and he gets it over to Garza. Back to Ramirez. Over to Garcia. And a turnover. And Nixon Thompson ends up with it for Karnes City, and he scores on a short jumper. I have a whistle. And I'm assuming this is a timeout. Yes, it was by Prairie Lee. So we'll go ahead and take it off their tally there. So they'll be left with 4. And Karnes City called one earlier game. They're at 4. So I'm going to run the commercial for Chapel Mayberry here, but I'm going to wait till we get a little bit longer of a break, probably between the quarters. So that's a longer commercial. But speaking of sponsors, I want to thank all the sponsors. And since I'm alone right now, I will just refer you to what you're seeing on your lower left-hand corner of your screen. The scroll that goes through there, it's all of our sponsors are all on there currently. And except for I haven't gotten to talk to her yet. Mind you, those of y'all that aren't already aware, there is no more Mom's Front Porch. Gretchen Moore decided to enjoy her life more and ended up selling her business to one of her employees, which is Sarah, and the business is now known as Sarah Jeans. I thought it was Sarah Janes. It's not Sarah Janes, it's Sarah Jeans. So, but we need to get all that updated, so I don't have anything for her right now. I don't have a business card or anything, but hopefully in the next week or two we'll get that straightened up, and we'll get them out there. And Garza shoots a 3 for Prairie Lee, no good. Rebound. Karnes City coming the other way. And missed. Layup by 15 and then knocked away. And there's a whistle. Martinez is 15. Mays is 12. That was 15. Martinez. That miss on the layup. Ball inbounded. And Beaver with it. Over to number 1, who shoots a 3. That's no good. Rebound by Harkey for Prairie Lee. He's over to Kanspa, over to Garza. Garza with it now. Over to Ramirez, back to Garza. And a floater is no good by Garza. I think he wanted a foul that he didn't get. Coming the other way is Karnes City. Might have been a travel there, but they didn't call it. Ball knocked out of bounds. So Martinez, it looks like, will be inbound to the ball, 15. Ball inbounded. Number 1 for a three-pointer, and that's good. Nothing but net there. And that's Andrew Crow, C-R-O-W, the last name, on that three-pointer. Garza has it, gets it over to Ramirez. Ramirez over to Garza. Garza shoots a long three, no good. Rebound by Karnes City. And they're up by, it's 27-14, so I missed a point somewhere. So up by 13, a miss, and there's a whistle, and is it going to be, it's a jump ball, I believe. So the jump ball will go to Karnes City, so they're on this far end over here. That time I saw the jump ball. I don't always see them. Ball inbounded. So possession will go now back over to Prairie Lee. Prairie Lee has the ball. Harkey over to Ramirez. And Ramirez has it, knocked away. 23-0, and then knocked over to 21. And, almost traveled. He stopped. And there's a whistle. At 3:20 officially left in the second period. Again, Karnes City up. Looking to go 1-0 in the tournament in Pool B. And Prairie Lee trying to avoid going 0-2. Losing their first two games. They lost earlier to Bloomington, which, of course, if you didn't join us in that first pod that we did, Bloomington was a late substitute for Sacred Heart that apparently couldn't make the tournament. And they'll play in the next game against Yokum Bulldogs. That's why they're here. And there's a Kanspa came up with it, got it over to Ramirez. Ramirez with it, and on a scoop shot is no good. Kanspa comes back up with it, and Karnes City comes away with it. And it's a layup, and that's good for Karnes City. I didn't see who it was, but I know they scored it. So Ramirez with it for Prairie Lee. It's over to Garza. Garza goes in, and it's going to be knocked away. 2:12 officially left in the second period. Garza will be inbound the ball for Prairie Lee. Ball goes out of bounds. 2:11 left in the second period. Gonna have a whistle. They get a foul by Prairie Lee. I think that was Harkey on that foul, number 25. Yes, it was. It's his second. So we do invite you to stay tuned to the second game, as there's a missed free throw there by Nixon Thompson for Karnes City. It'll be, again, the Bloomington Bobcats and the Yokum Bulldogs. And if you're waiting for the Luling Eagles, that's going to be the next pod after this one. There's a free throw miss. Ball fought for and goes out of bounds. They will take on the Hondo Owls. It'll be about 4:30 approximately. We're running a little behind right now on time, so maybe a little after that, maybe a little closer to 5. Oh, and there's going to get a foul here as Garza hit the deck hard. And Prairie Lee only has one substitute, so they can't really afford injuries. Got to try to keep all their players healthy. Like Garza's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The Yokum players right here in front of us that you see probably there. I wasn't looking what Mark had. It might have had the camera on them, but you might have seen them walk by. Again, they're playing the next game. Free throw is up and no good. He missed them both, I believe. Nixon Thompson with it. Over to 13 for a three, and that's a miss. And Nixon Thompson goes out off his hands. 13 is Fuentes that missed on that three-pointer. Micah Fuentes. Garza with it, and there's a whistle. I think we're going to get a travel. Minute 38 left here in the second period. Looks like Nixon Thompson will be inbound into Beaver, number 3. Oh, and a steal by Ramirez. Good job there by that young man. And and a good fake, but he missed on the layup. Had a good ball fake there, but fortunately did not finish. So Nixon Thompson comes up with it, and he drives by Harkey for the Indians and scores. Garza with it. Knocked away. And there's going to be a foul there on Fuentes. I think that was Garza that pushed him in the back. Actually, no, they have number 1. That was Ramirez, and it wasn't Garza. That's another thing they can't afford is foul trouble on anybody. 3 Beaver with it. Shoots a jumper just inside the 3-point line. No good. Rebound. Beaver comes back up with it over to 13, and that was a miss. That was Fuentes again. And whistle. .8 officially left here in the – let me go ahead and put it on 52. I'll do that. Closer to 52 than 51, so. Free throw by Beaver is up, and it's good. Makes the score 32-14. Free throw again by Beaver is good. Got a whistle. Gonna have a substitute, or I believe we are. Yeah, we had a substitute by Karnes City is what we had. Garza with the ball. Over to Ramirez. Back to Garza. Garza shoots a long 3, and it's off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Kenspa, but he loses it. And lost, and then he's trying to check the clock here is Garza. Guess he didn't realize there was one in front of him. He's looking back behind him at the big board. And 23 with it. And looking for an open teammate, and then finally did find one. Garza's got it. He hits the side of the backboard. Down to the final few seconds here of the second period. First half, if you will. And the three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebounded and put up and good right at the horn. That was 12 Mays that put it in. So at halftime here in game number 3 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic, your score is going to be the Karnes City Badgers 35 and the Prairie Indians 14. So we invite you to stay tuned for the second half of this afternoon's ball game, and then also the next game as well between Bloomington and Yokum. So we'll go silent here for a little bit, run some more commercials for you. Stay tuned here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable, and stress free micro wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product. L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant. Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch, we can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Richie 360 Photo Booth Rentals is your one-stop shop for your next event. Whether it's weddings, baby showers, birthdays, graduations, and more. You can have the best of both worlds with our 360 video booth and mini booth mirror. The 360 photo booth is a revolutionary next-level photo booth experience. The revolving camera surrounds attendees, capturing a 360-degree slow-motion movie that your guests will remember forever. Here at Richie 360 Photo Booth, this is where moments turn into memories. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
And we're back here for the second half of game number 3 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. This game between the Karnes City Badgers and the Prairie Indians. Currently, the Badgers do lead the Indians 35-14. And Badgers coming the other way, and that's a layup, and that's good. I got to find my phone again so I can keep you updated on the players. That was Crow on that layup, Andrew Crow, yes. And Harkey misses on a jumper for the Indians. They're coming the other way are the Badgers, and the layup is good. And that was Troy Curry, 21. And missed by Garza for the Indians. Coming the other way is Beaver. Gets it over to 12. And that's good. I believe that's Mays. And they're going to get timeout here for Prairie Lee. I think their coach has seen enough. This was Hunter Mays on that layup for the Badgers. So the timeout is by the Indians. So we'll go ahead and take that off their tally. So I'll leave them with 3. And then 4 will be left for Karnes City. And that is for the rest of the game. 6:51 officially left in the third period. So again, thanks to all y'all joining us out there, wherever you're out in the world. Appreciate all the support we get all year long. So got quite a few games to go in this tournament. So invite you to settle in and just remember that we're going to be switching, after every couple of games. This is the first game of the Pod 2. I labeled them pods on our broadcast. So if you see those on there, if you go look at our live, I think if you look at the live section, it'll be on there. Something on my microphone here. I get maybe some food. Sorry about that for the pause there. There's a whistle. Ball's going to be inbounded by the Badgers. Badgers in the basket closest to us over here where we're at. There's a thrown away. Prairie Lee in the far basket. Three-pointer for Garza is no good. Kenspa came back up with it. Over to Garza again for another 3, and that's another miss. Ball goes out of bounds. Ball inbounded. Harkey, and he had it blocked. And Nixon Thompson came back up with it for Karnes City. Over to number 1, that's Crow. Back to Nixon Thompson for a 3, and that's no good off the rim. And the ball goes out of bounds. 5:47 officially left here in the third period. The whistle. So we got a foul on Karnes City, number 3. That's his first foul. That was Beaver. Garza with it, gets knocked down and maybe injured. Let's see. He went down pretty hard. It's a foul on 21. That's Curry. It's his second. Ramirez throws it in to, it tried to anyway. Went off the hands and out of bounds. That was Garcia. I knew I'd get it wrong. There's Garcia and there's Garza. and let me try to get this right this time. 11 is Garza, 20 is Garcia. There, I think I got it right that time. So missed by Beaver, but then scooped up by Crow, his teammate, and puts it in. 43-14. It's it over to Garza for a three, and that's good. A long three by Garza for Karnes City makes the score 43-17. 21 with it, over to three. Misses on a short jumper. It was Beaver. Ramirez comes away with it for the Indians. Over to in and out on a three, back in, but not quite for Garza. And Beaver ends up with it for Karnes City. Gets it over to Crow, back to Nixon Thompson. So stoppage of the clock, 4:25 left in the third period. There's a whistle. Too many quick whistles for me here lately. Stop the clock, start the clock. Stop the clock, start the clock. And Garza comes the other way with it over to Ramirez. And tried to get it back to Garza to Kenspa. Kenspa had the ball, and then turnover, and we're going to get an easy bucket here, I believe. Yes, we will. From 0, Nixon Thompson. Ramirez with it for the Indians now. And Garza launches a three, and it's no good off the rim. Beaver with it over to Crow. And back to 15 inside to Mays, 12, and that's good. 30-point lead now for Karnes City, 47-17. So looking like they're well on their way to going 1-0 in this tournament. Garcia with a missed three. Rebounded, and there's a whistle. Beaver bringing it the other way for Karnes City. Drives in. 15, and there's a whistle. That was Martinez, Rene Martinez, 15. I think as he was passing it, he got fouled. Nixon Thompson will inbound. Three-pointer for Beaver. He misses off the back of the rim. Rebounded by Ramirez for the Indians. Ramirez has it. Dribbling around over to 11. That was Garza. Inside to Kenspa, and he lays it up, and it's no good, but he does get fouled. 2:49 officially left here in the third period. Free throw is off the back of the rim, no good. Again, I need to check with his coach on that name because it looked like it was Cancpa. That's why I've been saying Canspa, but it might be Canepa. It might be an E instead of a C there toward the end, so I'll check on that. Free throw is good. 47-18 to score now, and there's a whistle and a foul. We had 2:43 left officially in the third period. Ball being bounded by Martinez, 15. 5 with it over to number 2 for a jumper that's no good. That was Mata that missed on that, and then someone put it back. I was looking down, I didn't see who it was. Makes the score 49-18. Ramirez with it. Runner is off the rim and then backboard and then through. Makes the score 49-20. 5 with it. That's Elizondo. And over to Mata. It looked like they had the shot blocked, but they did rebound it, and it was 15 Martinez that scored. 51-20 now. Garza has it for Prairie over to Kanspa. And a steal and a layup, and he scores. That was Fuentes, 13, Micah Fuentes. Coming the other way, and that's good. A floater through the lane is good for Garza. 53-22 now the score. Almost a steal there by Ramirez, but he doesn't get it. Three-pointer, misses everything. Two teammates trying to go for it. Neither one of them got it. Minute 17 left. Again, Karnes City looking like they're going to head for their first victory here in the tournament in their first game. Steal by Martinez. Gets it over to Elizondo. Back to Martinez. Back to Mata. Over to Elizondo. Over to 13 for 3. That's no good. That was Fuentes. And 5 on the rebound, and that was Elizondo, and he turned it over. Garza coming the other way for Prairie. Shoots a 3. No good. Rebounded by his teammate Ramirez. He missed on the layup. Down at around half a minute left here in the third period. Elizondo drives the lane. He misses off the front rim. 22.9. I'll go ahead and put a couple of seconds on the clock. Now maybe a little behind. Garza with it. Gets it over to Garcia. And to Harkey. Harkey has a shot blocked. 9.2 left in the third period. Ball inbounded. Inside to, it's good on a jumper, Garza. Final seconds of the third period here. And there the ball goes out of bounds. And that is the end of the third period in game number 3 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. Your score is the Karnes City Badgers 53 and the Prairie Indians 24. So we'll go ahead and take a commercial. I'll go ahead and run the commercial now for Chapel Mayberry Hill, our good friend J.G. Mayberry. Hope you're doing well, J.G. If you're listening and watching, stay tuned here to the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
And we're back here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast for the final period of game number 3 here in the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. Earlier, the Prairie Indians did lose their opening contest, the opening contest of this tournament, to the Bloomington Bobcats, 86-53. And then Karnes City, this is their first game, so if they win, they'll be 1-0. Prairie will end up being 0-2. Nixon Thompson has the ball and we're going to have a whistle here. Ball turned over to Prairie. And if anybody's around that may want to come help out with the next game, Mr. Lube has to work the next game, actually, covering it for his sports articles that he writes in the paper. So not, we may just have to just leave it, and you'll just have to listen to me. It'll be old school. Old school as in just like a radio-only broadcast. I'm hoping Brad Wright will be here. As far as I know, he's going to be here. He didn't tell me he's not coming, so. $7:13 left here in the fourth period. And Mr. Lube won't be able to make it tomorrow, so I'll need somebody, as there's a missed three by Garza for tomorrow. Badgers coming the other way. Nixon Thompson has it. And short jumper is good by Nixon Thompson. That's Savion is his first name, S-A-V-I-O-N. Score now 57. I must have missed a bucket by Karnes City somewhere along the way. And there's a miss. It'll be turned over to Karnes City. .21 with a three is no good. One with it, and over to 3 Beaver. And rebounded by number 1, he misses. And then rebounded, didn't see who got the rebound there, but scored by Karnes City nonetheless. Garza with it for Prairie. Over to number 1, there's a whistle. That was Ramirez. So it looks like Ramirez is going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Score now 59-26, and there's a free throw. It's good. (59-27). One with a three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by 3 Beaver. Back over to number 1, and that's a short jumper that's good. That was Crow, I'm sorry. Andrew Crow for Karnes City. Harkey with it for Prairie and has it blocked. Goes out of bounds. At 5:27 officially left here. Actually, I'm sorry, 5:26. I had it right. Should have just left it alone. Three with it. Oh, knocked away. So, but Beaver does gather it in, and he lays it up. No good. Rebound was no good. And Nixon Thompson comes back up with it. We're going to have a whistle, and it should be a jump ball here. Yeah, jump ball is going to go to the way of Prairie. So I'll get it switched before I forget to do it. One referee has to direct the other referee on where to go. Steal, and Nixon Thompson lays it up, and it's good. 63-27 now, score. Not sure. I haven't seen one yet this year, but normally they have a board with all the results on it as the games are played. There's a layup by Ramirez coming the other way, and Mays misses, and then put back That was 21. That's Curry. Makes the score 65-29. Stolen. And, ball goes off of as Beaver tried to get it to Crow, and it went off Crow's hands and out of bounds. Ball be brought up by the Indians. Again, looking like they're going to fall to 0-2. And there's a whistle. There's going to be 3 free throws here on that foul. 4:07 officially left in the fourth period. The Indians will have one more game. I'm not sure. I believe it's tomorrow. I'm going to check on that right now. Free throw up and good for Garza. Makes the score 65-30. Yeah, Prairie plays the first game tomorrow against these Yokum Bulldogs that are sitting right here by us. Free throw. 65-31. So apparently it was 2 out of 3 for Garza on that. Apparently missed the first one. Unless it was just a 2-shot foul. I didn't see. I was thinking it was a 3 free throw foul. Shooting a 3-pointer. 13 with it for get my roster back here. And a 3-pointer on the way, and that's missed by there's a whistle. Got some substitutes. A substitute for Prairie Lee, knocked out of bounds. Trying to get the ball in. They do finally. Karnes City. Ball goes out of bounds. 3:14 left here in the fourth period. Going to have a timeout here. I think the timeout was called by Karnes City, I believe. Yeah, but it was called by Karnes City. So we'll take that off their tally. So by my unofficial calculations, each team has 3 timeouts left. That's what's showing on the board. So now it's official. And again, we do invite you to stay tuned for the back half of this Pod 2, which will be the Bloomington Bobcats and the Yokum Bulldogs. And like I said, I'm hoping I can find somebody. I'll talk to Coach Chamness and see if he can find someone or knows of someone that might be available to do the camera. But if not, then we'll just have to, I'll probably get Mark to just leave it kind of centered as much as he can, and then he'll just have to listen to me. .15 with a 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by 2, and that was Mata, and he missed. Now 13 has it, and he misses. That's Micah Franks. He gets it back and gets it over to Elizondo, his teammate. It's Jaden Elizondo. I don't know if I said his first name yet. And then Hesseltine had it, and the shot was missed. That was Mata, I believe, but then gathered back up by the Badgers and put in by, I believe that was Mata, or is it Mata or Crow? I didn't see which one it was. One of them had it. And knocked out of bounds. 2:23 left here in the fourth period. Ball inbounded. Always for some reason want to press my phone and the scoreboard's not on the phone, it's on my iPad. It's got a bad habit of doing that here recently. To Mata with a jumper that's good. Makes the score 69-31. Knocked out of bounds. Minute 54 left. Oh, and there's actually a good pass thrown in, but that's the right idea anyway, but unfortunately they didn't get it. But then it's thrown away, 13 with it, coming the other way, laid up and good. I believe he was the one that had I know it was a three. It was Micah Franks. He had the layup a while ago as well when I had said it was either Crow or Mata, and it wasn't neither one. It was. I just knew it was I saw a three, and I knew it wasn't J.J. Beaver because he was on the bench. So, their whistle. But it was 1-3, not 3. 71-31. So, again, Karnes City going to go 1-0 in the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. There's a whistle. Prairie's going to fall to 0-2. Minute 16 left in the fourth period. And there's a miss by Hesseltine, but they get it back. Mata shoots a three. No good, off the rim and backboard. Ramirez coming the other way with it for Prairie Lee. Prairie Lee has it. So they'll be done for today after this game. So one other game will be, as I mentioned, tomorrow morning, the first game tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in the morning. Ball inbounded. I did it again. Tried to press my phone, and okay, there's a whistle and a foul, and Prairie Lee scores. Makes the score 71-33. That was Garza on that bucket. It's 42.8 officially left. Rounded up to 43 seconds. That's what I have it on there that you see there in front of you. Free throw is good. All coming the other way. Layup is good by Garza. 71-36 now is the score. Coming the other way. Oh, and he trips. It does Franks. And layup by Garza is good. A little run here by Prairie Lee. Unfortunately, a little bit too late. Number 5 with a three. No good for, and then rebounded by Micah Fuentes, and he puts it back in, scores. And that is the ball game here in game number 3 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. So your final score in this contest is the Karnes City Badgers 73 and the Prairie Lee Indians 38. Let me go ahead and get that in front of you there so you can see it's official. So let's see. We hit the button, the other button. There we go. Final score 73-38. Karnes City defeats Prairie Lee. So we invite you to stay tuned for the second half of the this pod number 2. It'll be Bloomington and Yokum, the Bloomington Bobcats, the Yokum Bulldogs, and I'll see if I can find somebody to run the camera. If I can't, we'll just have to get Mark to put it in the middle, and we'll center it up as much as he can, and then we'll just have to go ahead and just have to listen to me on the be old school radio style like we used to do back when the LESB first started. Okay, so about 15 minutes from now, so we're looking at about 1:40 or so tip time. So We'll be back shortly here on the Luling Eagle Sports Broadcast. Stay tuned. We'll run some more commercials for you.
KJ's Embroidery is the place that can make your embroidery dreams a reality. If you're looking for embroidery work for business hats, shirts, or patches embroidered with your business logo, owner Randy Ellis can get you lined up. From a handful of items to bulk items, KJ's Embroidery is the one to call. Check them out on Facebook to stay up to date with all of their current work. If you would like to reach out to KJ's Embroidery for embroidery work done, you can send an email to kjsembroidery@gmail.com or you can call them at 830-263-2447.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart, is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product. L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. One free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings, up until noontime. Go Eagles!
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch, we can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggly's at our Luling store.
And we're back here for game number 2 of pod number 2 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. So in the break that we were in, we did find a suitable replacement for Mark Lube. Mark Lube's down there now working this. He's working the game for he covers Yokum for his newspaper. We're getting started here. So we got Nicole Smith. You saw her earlier. She's taking pictures. And now she's going to fill in on the camera, so we can have the camera moved around. I don't get nasty comments about not moving the camera around. Or why am I not moving the camera around? I mentioned I can only do it so many things by myself, so can't do it all. I mean, look, as it is, I do pretty much everything but move the camera around. So I do everything else. So I operate the scoreboard, give you the play-by-play, so I do the best I can. So I do appreciate Nicole's help, and then Mr. Lube's supposed to be back for the next game, and then hopefully by then Brad will be here. So there's a short jumper by Yokum that's good. Makes the score 2-0 in the early going. Earlier this morning, Bloomington did defeat Prairie in the first game of the Luling Holiday Classic, and it was 86-53 was the score. And there's a rebound by Yokum. Yokum coming the other direction, laid up, and it's good. Both buckets by number 3 there for Yokum. I'll get you the names here shortly. To make sure I got everything going. I think it looks like we're good to go, so let me get those names pulled up. I'll see if I can remember all the ones from the game earlier for Bloomington. And there's a rebound, and there's a whistle. We're going to get a timeout. I think it was Bloomington that called it. We're at 6:25 left here in the first period. Of course, there you see Mark Lube. Nicole giving you a good shot of him, so I'm not telling you a lie. He is there covering. He, as you see, has got his notepad and his camera. So again, 6:25 left here in the first period, and the Bulldogs on top. Yokum Bulldogs, that is, on top of the Bloomington Bobcats, 4-0. That was Gage Harrison that scored those 2 buckets for Yokum. Ball in the hands of Bloomington. Bloomington wearing white jersey tops with some green trim, but black shorts. So I would assume they use the same shorts, the uniform, their road uniform. Which you don't see that too much these days. Of course, Yokum wearing the road. They're the visiting team wearing road blue with white numerals. Have Yokum and block lettering across their chest. Bloomington has theirs across the chest as well, block lettering. It's a little green silver mixture. And there's a turnover. Coming the other way are the Bulldogs. Harrison has it and missed, but it is going to be a foul. 5:32 left here in the first period. Got 4 in there. That's Isaac Martinez. Number 11, Xavier Barnett. I remember a lot of these guys that were in the tournament last year. Harrison. Now that I'm looking at all these names, I'm remembering all these names. And who else do we got in? We got, I think that's 4. I didn't mention him already. Isaac Martinez has missed free throw. Ball goes out. So we got 22 in there. That's Elias Garza. It's Elyas in that first name. And there's a jumper that's good for Bloomington, their first 2 points. Martinez with it. And that's a three-pointer that's good. And that was the aforementioned Garza. And there's a whistle. 5:04 left here in the first period. And number 3, I believe that's, if I remember correctly, let me just check to make sure. I believe he had a free throw good there. That was Gardner's who it was. Free throw for Bloomington. Free throw there again is good by Gardner. Four with it, and a steal by, didn't see who that was, and it goes off the foot, looked like, of Gardner. Harrison will inbound for Yokum. Over to Martinez. Back to Harrison. We're 21, then Barnett with it now. And we're going to get a jump ball is what we're going to get. The jump ball is going to stay with Yokum. So we'll switch it over now to Bloomington. Ball inbounded. Knocked away. And Gardner comes up with it, lays it up, and misses. Harrison rebounds for Yokum. And knocked away 15, and that's Reyes, D. Reyes. There's 2 Reyeses, and then he's the one that scored. D like Daniel. I don't know if it's his actual first name, but I don't have first names for them. Coming the other way is Martinez for Yokum, and knocked away. And glasses knocked off his head again. That happened in the first game. And that was, can't see the number. It's hard to make out these numbers with these other jerseys. It was a little easier earlier. And rebounded by Barnett, gets it over to Martinez out front. And that's Garza, and that's a 3, and that's good. Coming the other way, number 3, that's Gardner. Over to D. Reyes. And knocked out, or actually it's going to be a travel. 3.5 minutes left here in the first period. And Yokum leading Bloomington 11-6. .21 with it for Yokum. Over to number 2. I'll get you the names on them here momentarily. This is Barnett. And it's going to be a whistle and a foul. So 21 is Jamar Hopkins for Yokum. And 2 is Cuellar, Trey, T-R-A-E on that first name, Cuellar. So I'll see if I can remember all those names. I'm kind of having to go back and forth. And Harrison scores there for Yokum. Makes the score 13-6. Looks like it's a pretty day outside. But I can tell I've been here all day. So there's a miss by 23. That's Dilworth. And put back by number 11 for Bloomington. And we're going to have a turnover, I believe, there. Actually, that was Newman on that 23 on that bucket for Bloomington. And I believe we had a change because I have an 11 and I don't have an 11 on this book so someone probably switched numbers. And that's Newman, and he hits a 3 for Bloomington. Makes the score 13-11. There's a layup by 32. Makes the score 15-11. Gardner over to Newman. Over to 11. 15 Reyes. Knocked away up in the air, and there's going to be a jump ball. Valadez, number 0, was in there. Yeah, so we have an 11 in there for Bloomington. Like I said, I'm assuming he's got a different number in the home jersey than he does in the road one. Newman with it. Over to Gardner. Back to Reyes. Out to Reyes again from Valadez, and miss. Rebound by Barnett. Over to 21. Driving up the lane and scores. 17-12, actually. I must have missed a point for Bloomington somewhere. Gardner with it. Over to Reyes. Back over to Valadez. Over to Newman. Newman has it knocked away. And whistle. We're at a minute 6 left here in the first period. Ball passed in. Levin with it and bump, but no call. Down under a minute, that's 55.8. .21 with it. Over to number 2. Over to 11, Barnett. Over to number 5 for a 3. And that's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded, that's no good. Goes out of bounds. Yokum with the ball. And layup is good by number 32. Makes the score 19-12. Levin with it, and he misses on the, as we go down in the final seconds. This is on a short jumper. 2 at the horn for a 3, and it's no good. So that is the end of the first period here in game number 5 of the, or excuse me, 4, I'm sorry, but know how to count, of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. Your score is going to be the Yokum Bulldogs 19 and the Bloomington Bobcats 12. So we'll run a commercial real quick. Let's run one for Magnolia Mart here. Stay tuned here on the Luling Eagles Sports Broadcast.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. 1 free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings up until noontime. Go Eagles!
Sorry, apparently I was muted. Thanks, Brad, for letting me know that. Yeah, I guess I turned it on after a commercial. So we're back, hopefully. Sorry about that. Those y'all wondering. And I'm hoping Brad will be here shortly. He hasn't told me otherwise, so I'm expecting him to be here in a little bit. $15 with it. And that's Reyes, guarded by Martinez, and misses on a short jumper. Rebounded by Barnett. Gets it over to Martinez. Over to 22. That's a 3, and that's good. Score is now 23-13, a 10-point lead, and that was Garza. Again, Elias, E-L-Y-A-S on that first name. 4 with it, and that's Melker. Over to Valadez and in and out on a 3 for him. Rebounded by Yokum. Martinez has it, tried to get it inside, instead ends up in the hands of Harrison. Harrison's going to get called for a travel. 2:48 left here in the second period. $15 with it. That's Reyes over to 3. That's Gardner, and then off the backboard and then the rim and then out. Martinez comes up with it for the Bulldogs. 15 over to 11, and there's a whistle, and that was Barnett that gathered that one in, number 11. Xavier Barnett is Xavier is his first name. Very not the normal spelling you see for, usually it's XA or maybe ZA, but not XZ, and he misses on the free throw there. 2:20 left here in the second period. Free throw on the way, and no good off the rim. Harrison came up with it, tried to shoot it, and Dilworth for Bloomington is now in, 55. Reyes has it, over to Melker, over to Reyes, and back to Melker, and over to Dilworth. He's trying to get in, but he couldn't quite get through the trees that were there in the lane, so to speak. Harrison lays it up, and it's good. Score now 25-13. Reyes with it, get it over to Melker, back to Dilworth. Dilworth trying to find some open room. Instead, passes it off to 3. That's Gardner over to 0. Valadez and misses on a three-pointer. Harrison comes back the other way with it for Yokum. Lays it up, misses. Barnett rebounds. He misses on a layup. Harrison gets it back. Knocked away, and Reyes comes up with it for, got hit on the side of the head, it looks like, but they didn't call a foul. Reyes with it. Over to Melker, 4. Back to Dilworth. Dilworth at the free throw line, misses on the jumper. And rebounded by 15. That's Bell. Bell's shooting a three-pointer. Miss. Dilworth was trying to get the rebound, didn't get it, but it went off of a Yokum Bulldog player, so it will be the possession of the Bobcats. Bloomington Bobcats, that is. They're down 12. They did win the first game they played against Prairie Lee, again, 86-53. And turnover, Martinez gets it up the floor to 21. He misses on a layup, gets it back. That was Jamar Hopkins, 21 for Yokum. So he'll go to the line. 21.6. You just don't have the .6 there. Free throw misses everything. Free throw coming, and that's good. Makes the score 26-13. Gardner bringing the ball up for Bloomington. Loses it. Surprised there wasn't I guess it's just because he lost possession. They didn't call travel on that for passing it to himself. And Barnett came up with it and then had it knocked out of his hands. Three-pointer miss, and there's a horn that's half. That was Newman that had his three-pointer blocked by and then see who it was. I think it might have been 21, Hopkins. So anyway, we are at the halftime here in game number 4 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. Your score, the Yokum Bulldogs 26 and the Bloomington Bobcats 13. So taking a little break again, going to run some more commercials and invite you to stay tuned for the second half of this afternoon's broadcast. Game number 4 here, the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. Thank you for joining us, and stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Nestled on the outskirts of Luling and Lockhart, is the beautiful and quaint chapel on Mayberry Hill. A tiny wedding chapel specializing in micro-weddings, vow renewals, officiant services, and as a photography venue. The chapel is both rustic and elegant, as it sits atop the wooded grounds of a private residence. Named after the homestead and hill it rests upon, the chapel features a cedar accent wall, stunning cedar slatted high ceilings, genuine hardwood floors, and beautifully restored stained glass windows. The Mayberrys are both ordained ministers and enjoy the opportunity to provide small, affordable and stress-free micro-wedding ceremonies, with a wide range of services and all-inclusive packages. Follow the chapel on social media or see their website at chapelonmayberryhill.net.
The management and the staff of the Luling Foundation Farm are striving to produce the safest and best quality Angus beef possible for their customer. This beef is grown locally on the best forage and feed available in the most humane way possible. The Foundation Farm is doing everything they can to produce an excellent beef eating experience for their customers. Please call for current prices and availability at 830-875-2438. Thanks for considering our product. L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on over to L&S Mexican Restaurant.
Here at Magnolia Mart, we proudly offer the Luling area unforgettable Mexican classics, including breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, and quesadillas. We use only the freshest ingredients to bring you authentic, unparalleled Mexican flavors. At Magnolia Mart, we have created a menu that is sure to make for an unforgettable dining experience. If you are looking for authentic Mexican flavors such as our birria taco plate special we have on Fridays and Saturdays, you have come to the right place. Magnolia Mart is located at 702 East Houston Street. For an extra treat, when the Luling Eagles football team wins, you win. One free breakfast taco with up to 2 toppings on Saturday mornings, up until noontime. Go Eagles.
Good times with great people. We all have memories of sitting on the front porch with our parents and grandparents, surrounded by friends, having a good time. At Mom's Front Porch, we are recreating that atmosphere, where you can share a sweet treat or ice cream with the kids or grandbabies, or relax with friends over a cup of coffee. Our ever-changing menu includes everything you may need to start your day off with some good treats. We love spending time with our lovely guests and providing them with great food and environment that feels just like home. So come on over to Mom's Front Porch, we can't wait to welcome you into our own little world of happiness. Mom's Front Porch is located at 401 East Davis Street.
Come on down, Uncle Wiggly's in town. Hot and delicious, it's the best around. They got burgers and Bluebell and so much more. Retro wrestling and music, there's fun in store. So come on down to Uncle Wiggily's at our Luling store.
KJ's Embroidery is the place that can make your embroidery dreams a reality. If you're looking for embroidery work for business hats, shirts, or patches embroidered with your business logo, owner Randy Ellis can get you lined up. From a handful of items to bulk items, KJ's Embroidery is the one to call. Check them out on Facebook to stay up to date with all of their current work. If you would like to reach out to KJ's Embroidery for embroidery work done, you can send an email to kjsembroidery@gmail.com, or you can call them at 830-263-2447.
And we're back here on the Luling Eagle Sports Broadcast. Eric Lugo with you. And for this particular contest, since Mr. Mark Lou, that's been helping me up to now from the camera, is busy covering this Yokum Bulldog team for his newspaper articles that you'll see here in the near future. Got Nicole Smith filling in. And Nicole also works for the paper. Oh, and going to get a foul of some kind. Harrison dunked the ball down. It got on the alley-oop. But I'm assuming that's not going to count. Didn't see the exact foul, but negated a pretty alley-oop there. So Bloomington coming the other way. That's Gardner. Gardner lays it up and misses. Rebound. And 11, he gets it blocked. And coming the other way are the Bulldogs, and they do keep it in. And that was Hopkins, I think, ran through the door. Good thing nobody was on the other side. I don't think there was. One of the dangers of playing in a gym like this, Newman with it. You never know when something like that might happen. At least it could have been on the other side. The door was already open. Ball being bounded by Bloomington and bounded there. Miss on a short layup. That was 3 Gardner. Xavier Barnett with a layup for Yokum. Makes the score 28-13. Reyes with it, gets it over to Newman. Inside to 11. 11 with a short jumper, no good. Which I'm assuming is Garcia. Like I said, based on I don't have a number 11 from the first game. They played this morning. Again, if you weren't with us, and you can go back to Pod 1 and watch it if you want to watch it, because that is closed out. So they won 86-53 over Prairie Lee. three-pointers missed. And knocked out of bounds. 6 minutes, 32 seconds left here in the third period. Yokum starting their Luling Holiday Classic strong as well. And a three-pointer, no good. Whistle. It's like Xavier Barnett's going to go to the free throw line for Yokum. Miss on the free throw. Miss on that free throw as well. Rebound fought for. Martinez comes away with it for Yokum and try to get it to Barnett, and it goes off the hands over to Hopkins and into the hands eventually of Harrison. Back to Hopkins, and Hopkins with a runner scores. Makes the score 30-13. Knocked away. And Yokum comes up with it. That was 22 with it, and over to 4. That's Martinez. 22 is Garza, and three-pointer by Hopkins is no good. And they've got a whistle. Going to get a timeout, full timeout. I didn't see who it was, but it may have been Bloomington. Let's see. Let's see, the timeout looks like on the board is taken off the side of the guest, which is Yokum. So we'll go ahead and get that updated. Shows 3 left for Yokum, 4 left for Bloomington. And possession arrow should be with Yokum, I believe it is. 5:36 left here in the officially. They get it corrected there in the third period. And I did find out during the break the next game will be 2 maroon and white teams, basically, the Flatonia Bulldogs and the Industrial Cobras. So we invite you to stay tuned. That'll be on the next pod. This is going to be the end of this pod. It'll be pod 3. The second game of that will be the first game for the home team, the Luling Eagles. They'll take on the Hondo Owls. Bloomington trying to go 2-0 in the tournament. But right now trailing Yokum, this is their first game, so Yokum looking to go 1-0. Karnes City 1-0. Barnett with it. Oh, and has it go off his foot, and Reyes comes up with it for Bloomington. Coming the other way, and that's a jumper. That's good. That was Gardner for Bloomington. Makes the score 30-15. Harrison with it. Gets it over to 22 for a three-pointer. That's good. That was Garza, that three-pointer. Rebound by Harrison, was missed by the Bobcats. And blocked, but gets it back, Harrison, but then he misses again. Gardner comes up with it for Bloomington. I believe he's going to be fouled. Bloomington coming the other way with it. It's actually Bloomington that has the possession arrow. Let me get that changed. Newman has it. Oh, he takes a tumble, and he's going to be called for a travel. Yeah. (33-15). Yokum in the lead. Again, looking to go 1-0. in the tournament. Inside to Harrison, and Harrison is blocked, but he gets it, draws a foul. Free throw is up and good from Harrison. Gage Harrison, that is. Makes the score 34-15. And in and out that time, no good. Rebounded by Bloomington. Inside and a miss by 11. And like I mentioned earlier, I believe that's Garcia. Got a different number in the other jersey, and that's a three-pointer that's good. That was number 2 for Yokum. That's Cuellar, is who that was for them. Yes, it is Trey Cuellar. Trae again on that first name. Ball out in front for the Bobcats. I do see a 21 in there now, so that wasn't Garcia. 11's not Garcia. Gardner misses and rebounded by Xavier Barnett. Coming the other way, Harrison gets it, and I believe he's going to get an and one. Got it from his teammate Hopkins, 21. So Hopkins will get an assist there. And Harrison will score the bucket. Makes the score 39-15. And try to make it 40 here. There's good free throw, makes it 40. I'm thinking that 11 may be the other Reyes, the V Reyes. There's 2 Reyes, a 15's the other one. D, like as in Daniel. There's a steal. Oh, and is he okay there? There was looked like a nasty fall for Xavier Barnett. But, yeah, I believe he's going to have him. Our trainer is here, so for the 2:32 officially left here in the third period. I'd let the clock get away from me here, but let me get it fixed. Yeah, I got it fixed back. Yeah, hopefully that young man's okay. That was Xavier Barnett once again for Yokum. Took that fall. Looked like it was I don't know if it was a hit to the side of the face. I didn't really see what it was. I was looking down, trying to update the scoreboard. So, but they do have officials checking on him, and our trainer is over there as well for here, Luling ISD. And this young lady just joined us this year. She's new, so I'll have to get her name. I don't remember her name. So I believe that we got a substitute to shoot the free throws. That's number 20. Let me get you that young man's name. That's Jimenez, Aiden Jimenez, A-I-D-E-N on the first name. Free throw by Jimenez is up and good. Second free throw is good as well. So Gardner has the ball for Bloomington, takes it in. I believe that's Reyes. This is what I'm going with. V. Reyes. There's two Reyeses. Like I mentioned, the other one is D, number 15. D is in Daniel. Because I don't see a number 2 on that in those white jerseys. And it would make sense that, if he's 11, 1 and 1 is 2. So 2 maybe on the road jersey and 11 on the home jersey. Or let me say it this way, 11 in the dark jersey and 2 in the white jersey. Excuse me, I'm backwards, the other way. 11 in the white jersey, 2 in the dark jersey. And number 1 in for Yokum just kind of pushed his way on in there and almost got to the bucket. And they're going to have a turnover there. Gardner has the ball now for Bloomington. Inside, and short jumper is no good. That was Garcia. 32 coming the other way. That's Lava for Yokum. Three-pointer on the way, and it's in and out and back in for the Bulldogs. That was, didn't see who that was actually. I believe it was Hopkins, but not sure. Ball goes inside and laid up and good by number 11 for the Bobcats. Down under a minute left here in the third period. And good three-pointer there by number 20 for Yokum. Again, that's Aiden. Oh, I had it there and I took it off. Aiden Jimenez. Ball lost there, kick ball. We're at 36.5 left here in the third period. 48-17 in favor of Yokum. So assuming the score holds up, looks like Bloomington's going to be 1-1 with one game left in pool play. And Yokum will be 1-0. Ball inbounded to Newman. Newman shoots it and misses everything. And Gardner throws it off of the Yokum player. Good job there because it keeps possession with his team. Oh, I guess it didn't stop the clock there. So I'm going to be a little biased. 27.6 officially. I'll just leave it stopped until we get to there. 21 with it over to Gardner, but it's turned over. And that was Cuellar that misses, rebounded by number 1. So there I started the clock back. We got caught back up. And Newman gets it over to Gardner. He hustle play there. And then over to 11. He scores right at the end of the third period. So miss there on the final shot by Yokum. So that is the end of 3 periods here at Eagle High School Gym, Luling High School Gym, whichever one you want to call it, on the campus of Luling High School. And your score is going to be the Yokum Bulldogs 48 and the Bloomington Bobcats 19. So we'll go ahead and run a commercial, another one here. We'll run one for Mom's Front Porch. Excuse me, not Mom's Front Porch. We don't have that anymore. But speaking of that, Sarah Jean's, we'll get that updated soon. But we're going to do L&S is what I meant to say, Mexican restaurant. So stay tuned here on the Luling Eagle Sports Broadcast.
L&S Mexican Restaurant is located on 310 East Pierce Street in Luling, Texas. L&S have a rotating daily breakfast and lunch specials. Steak ranchero tacos on Mondays from 5 to 11 a.m. And cheeseburger and fries combo with medium drink on Wednesdays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Along with a full menu of the finest of Mexican foods. L&S offers great service with a family-friendly environment. So, grab the family and head on.
And we're back here on the Luling Eagle Sports Broadcast for the final period of this game number 4, the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. Bloomington trails 48-19. Newman has the ball for Bloomington. Gets it over to number 11. Inside the 21, and that's good. That was Garcia. Scores a bucket for the Bobcats. Bulldogs coming the other way. Cuellar with it. Gets it over to number 1. Lays it up. It's no good. Rebound by Lovick. He tries to put it in. That's no good. Toussaint is number 1 for Yokum. And ball turned over. Like Reyes lost it to, and he's going to commit a foul here to Yokum. Ball inbounded. And 5 with a jumper is no good. Rebounded by Newman. We did get the name of our trainer. I'll get that here. Thanks to both Nicole that looked it up here, and then about 30 seconds later, Nicole, I get a text from Brad. He tells me the same thing. So yeah. So we'll get a break in action. I'll do that. And there's a miss of a jumper by 20, and rebounded by Yokum. Jimenez with it. Gets it over to Toussaint. Toussaint lays it up. He misses. Gets it back. Misses again. And Levin comes away with it for Bloomington. Good rebound there to get it over to Newman. Oh, and Newman wasn't expecting it. He loses it. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be, should be the Bloomington's ball. 5:55. The trainer here for Luling ISD is Casey Harrell. It's Hairell, and it's Casey with a K. So a shout out to, I'm assuming they call her Coach Harrell. They call the coaches, trainers, they call them coaches as well. Oh, travel there. 5:44 left in the fourth period. Possession arrow in favor of the Bulldogs. I didn't have it changed there, so I did change it now. Jimenez has it, and 34 is checked in for Yokum, his first action. He's got the rebound there and gets fouled. 34 is Raul Lopez, R-A-U-L, first name. And L-O-P-E-Z on the last name, Raul Lopez. Lovick will be inbounding for the Bulldogs here. Gets it out front to 15. Another one in Bell. Actually, Bell was in earlier. And over to Lopez, but Lopez has to pass it away to Dilworth. The Bulldogs, Dilworth. Dilworth is 5 for them. For Bloomington's 55, and there's a three-pointer, no good by Reyes. Oh, and that might have been a travel, but he got away with it. Over to Lopez, out front to Dilworth. Inside, Jimenez tried to scoop shot, but missed. He just went underneath the basket instead of over it. And a layup and miss. That was Garcia that missed on that layup for Bloomington. Three-pointer on the way, no good by Dilworth. Coming the other way. Had a bucket here in a little bit by either side. Gardner with it, shoots a jumper, no good. Rebounded by Lovick, and he gives it to his teammate on the seat of his pants. 15 with it, comes the other way, and Bell, and he loses it. I think he was trying to get it to Lovick, and Lovick thought he was trying to, I guess, throw it off of him instead. He was trying to avoid it instead of catch it. Got substitutions coming in. Both sides look like. For sure, Bloomington. I didn't see Yokum. Reyes gets it over to Garcia. Over to Gardner. Gardner drives in. He's going to pick up a blocking foul here. So, again, we'll close out this pod number 2 after this game's over, and then you'll move on over to pod number 3. It'll be the Flatonia Bulldogs and the Industrial Cobras, followed by the home team, the Luling Eagles. This is a missed free throw there by Gardner, taking on the Hondo Owls. Hondo did lose a close one earlier to Flatonia, 59-53. Miss on the free throw. Rebounded by 15 Bell. Gets it over to 22 for a 3, misses. Coming the other way, Reyes gonna lay it up, and it's going to be good. Makes the score 48-23. Ball goes off the hands of someone, so no over and back. Ball being bounded by the Bobcats. Trailing by 25, however. Knocked away. I'm assuming that Bloomington's next game will be tomorrow. We're going to have a timeout that'll give me time to check on that by Bloomington. So take that off their tally. So I have each team with 3 timeouts left, and that's what the board has. So good, I matched for a change. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Let me go ahead and back it up because you see Nicole is keeping me honest. There's 2:50 that right there. Back it up 1 second. So we match. So that's what's left in this particular contest. And let me check real quick and see when the next game for you fans that might be listening for Bloomington. I did get the information to your coach, so he may be passing that along to somebody there in your neck of the woods. So let's see here. The next game for Bloomington will be, let's see, it's going to be tomorrow at 10:30. They'll take on Karnes City. I have to remember they're replacing Sacred Heart, so I have to look where Sacred Heart was. So I have an inbound here and knocked away, but Bloomington does come up with it. Whistle. And have a turnover. Going to go over to the Yokum Bulldogs. Jimenez with it. Getting down to the final couple of minutes here. So it looks like Yokum is going to go 1-0 in the tournament. Lopez with it and misses on a short jumper. Rebounded by Bell, but then he loses it. And goes off of Lavick, but he does come up with it. Tried to throw it off of him instead. Stayed in bounds. 2:18 left. Oh, I thought I stopped the clock, but it kept going. I'll go ahead and let it catch back up. Lopez with it. They're going to have a jump ball here. So we're right at, the clock is still going. I thought I had stopped it the first time, and it kept on going. Get it. We'll let him inbound. I'll let it catch back up. Now we're ready. Should be matching pretty good. We're going to have a whistle. We're at 2:03 left in the fourth period officially. 48-23 still the score. That's Garza. Garza goes inside after he's changed his mind about shooting a 3. And 21 coming the other way, that's Garcia. And tried to get it to his teammate and lost it. That was 20. Tried to get it to. I'm sorry, I think that 20 is Garcia. That says he just went out of bounds trying to get the ball. Jimenez with it. Gets it over to Lovick. Looks like the Bulldogs are pretty content just trying to run some clock down here. Lopez with it, and he misses, but they didn't get it back. Bell has it now. Darius Bell. Or Darian Bell, I'm sorry. I had him mixed up with Darius Dilworth, number 5. Darian, D-A-R-I-O-N. Garza with a runner misses, and there's a whistle. 59 seconds even left in the 9.0, that is. Bell with it, and they get it out front to Gardner. Gardner with a layup, it's good. Fortunately, they needed a little more of that and didn't get it. So it looks like they are going to fall to 1-1. 22 with the ball, that's Garza. Elias Garza, getting the L-Y-A-S on that first name. Over to Jimenez. It looks like the Yokum's just going to try to run much of the clock out as they can. Jimenez with it, gets it over to Garza. Down at about 13 seconds and counting left in the fourth period. Yeah, and actually the coach is just telling them don't shoot, don't foul, don't do anything. We're just running the clock out here. 3, 2, 1, and there's the horn. So that is the final in game number 4 of the 2024 Luling Holiday Classic. Your score is the Yokum Bulldogs 48, the Bloomington Bobcats 25. The Bloomington Bobcats will play Karnes City tomorrow at 10:30 in the morning, and they're through for now for today. They're 1-1, and for the Yokum Bulldogs, they will play again this evening. Let me get you that information really quick before we shut down on this one. Just bear with me here. Yokum will play at 6 o'clock this evening approximately. It'll be after the Hondo Luling game. They will take on Karnes City. So we're going to go ahead and close out this pod, move over to pod number 3 if you don't mind, and I want to thank all of you for joining us. And let me go ahead and make this official here. So there you go, official, 48-25, Yokum over Bloomington. So we'll be on pod 3 here momentarily, and I want to wish everyone a good afternoon that's watching this pod, and invite you to move on over to the next one. Thank you.